Australians enjoy a high-standard road network designed to meet the needs of a variety of users, including motorists, cyclists and pedestrians. Pedestrians are the largest single road user group. In Australia, there are over 3.5 million people with disabilities. That's almost 1 in every 5 people. As our population ages, there will be more and more people living with a disability. It's estimated that by 2020, there will be 4.5 million Australians with a disability. Everyone has the right to access the road network safely, so it's essential that the pedestrian environment reflects the growing need in our community for access and mobility for people with disabilities. Inappropriate pedestrian infrastructure restricts people with disabilities from accessing the community, causes travel complications, and can be dangerous. Roadway treatments, traffic-controlled crossings, grade separation, and changes to the environment must be considered with a view to the needs of more than 380,000 Western Australian road users who have a disability. People with a hearing impairment have difficulty using sound as a traffic cue, so they need a clear, unobstructed view of intersections and crossovers. People who are blind or have a vision impairment need strongly contrasting delineation between road and pedestrian areas. People who use wheelchairs need smooth transitions between pedestrian and road surfaces. People with intellectual disabilities need clear directions that are easy to understand and follow. Design principles for external access and mobility have been defined in Australian standards. These standards should be incorporated into new and existing pedestrian infrastructure. These standards are regularly updated, so always check for the latest specifications. Tactile surfaces provide essential safety information to people who are blind or have a vision impairment. By providing a change of texture underfoot, they identify potential hazards, pedestrian crossings, and the borders of pedestrian areas. They must be used in a consistent and coordinated way to provide meaningful information to the pedestrian with a vision impairment. Guidance strips and tactile ground surface indicators, or TGSIs, contain dimpled or grooved surfaces orientated in the direction of a crossing or parallel to a footpath. The raised parts of the surfaces must be flush with the existing footpath so as not to create a trip hazard. TGSIs and guidance strips should have sufficient luminous contrast with the background surfaces to provide additional guidance for people who are blind or who have a vision impairment. Curb ramps provide a smooth transition between the footpath and the road. They're particularly important for people who use wheelchairs and people with prams. Ramps must be constructed according to minimum width and maximum grade specifications. The ramp must be aligned with the direction of travel, so pedestrians with a vision impairment are guided across the road, not into the intersection. Pedestrian gaps are used to maintain an easily traversable grade across the road through medians and islands. Pedestrian gaps should be used on most traffic islands and medians. They should be used where there is insufficient room to manoeuvre a wheelchair at the top of the ramp. Grab rails provide support and assistance for pedestrians. Where grab rails are provided near ramps, they should be located in the curb section. Grab rails should be placed where they don't obstruct path users from using pedestrian buttons at traffic lights. High-intensity red and white reflective tape should be applied to make the rails more visible at night. Pedestrian-operated signals such as pelican crossings are an ideal solution for high-traffic roads where crossing activity is concentrated on short sections. These crossings provide an audible signal, are suitable for pedestrians who are vision impaired or who use wheelchairs, and reduce the delay to motorists through their use of a flashing yellow phase. Roundabouts have become an increasingly popular traffic management device, but they pose a significant barrier to people with disabilities. Where roundabouts are used, proper thought must be given to ensuring pedestrians can negotiate them safely. There are many ways in which the pedestrian infrastructure can be designed to accommodate the needs of people with disabilities. Main Roads WA have many policies and guidelines available on their internet site to assist in designing access for all people. As the largest road user group, pedestrians need safe and efficient interfaces with the road network. This is especially true for people with disabilities, because access and mobility are vital to community participation with family, friends and carers. Appropriate pedestrian infrastructure will go a long way to improving safety, mobility and quality of life for everyone.